Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Durant dishes to George. Screen by Cousins. George against Antetokounmpo. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
Well, when you shoot it as good as Paul George shoots it, it's hard to stay down on his shot fake. It's really remarkable how he gets defenders to bite on it more times than not.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And George drops them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Wall against Curry. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
The East All-Stars shooting their first free throw tonight. That's good from Wall.
Hard not to appreciate the brilliance of Wall. I mean, a super fast, quick player, a guy who runs the offense exceedingly well.
Now here's Cousins over Love. Harden outside. They get it again. Tries again. Here's Cousins. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
You know, I really enjoy watching Cousins go to work deep inside. I mean, it feels like, to me, nobody can guard him down there.
Back to Wall. Here's Flash. A three-pointer off the mark.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And Durant has just such a fluid release, very efficient shooting the ball from that mid-range.
Now here's Wall. The pass to Flash. Back to Wall. Buries the long-range jumper. Wall's got 6 points.
And typically a lot of shots go unchallenged in this game every year, especially early on, and that one, no exception.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
It was very close, and I wouldn't mind letting them play on that one. It wasn't blatant by any means.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for the West. Outside, Antetokounmpo. That's good. And so Wall with the assist.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here is Harden. Cousins with a screen for Harden. Nice D from Flash.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Harden missing his last shot. Here's Flash. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. He's got 15.
I'm not sure he realizes there are 4 other guys on the floor with him, trying to make this a one-man show.
Yeah, he's got a little black hole going on there. If he gets it, then he's not giving it up to anybody else, and that's really not what this game is about.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. You have to like what we're seeing from Flash.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
Here is Harden. Screen by Cousins. The shot by Paul. No get around. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Flash from beyond the arc and then some. Flash has got 18 points.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
Now here's Durant. And good that time.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high, makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer.
Off the pick. Here's Love, and the rejection by Cousins. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Vucevic checked in for the East. And West also making a switch. Leonard's checked in.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Outside, Wall. Here's Flash. He's got 18. This one for three. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Now here's Cousins. And stolen by LeBron. Here's Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Here's Paul. There's the screen. He dishes it to Durant. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Yeah, and the execution, time and time again, right on point. They're running their offense to perfection.
Now here's Paul. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. 6 to shoot. Durant. Here's Cousins. Makes it off the glass. Now the East All-Stars with it. They're on an 18-7 run. Here's Flash, and he's good on the 3-ball. Flash has got 24 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Durant with a wide open look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Flash. LeBron a screen on Harden. Flash. The long distance 3 is buried. He's got 27.
And you can't help but pick their defense. Apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there. Just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
And some changes here for the East. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Kyrie Irving in for John Wall. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Cousins. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Jimmy Butler in for James Harden. Now here's Towns. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Perfect touch from mid-range. I mean, the subtleties of Towns' game, part of what makes him unique, his size and his skill set, and also his maturity as a young player. Very impressive.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Leonard. Feeds to Green. And it's the East with the rebound. Here's Flash. He has 30. From deep. It's rebounded by Towns.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
You're exactly right, Greg. That's certainly in his range. Forget about the miss and get ready for the next one.
Now here's Butler. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
You look at Butler and his tenacity jumps out at you. It's incredible. That's one of the reasons you love Butler. Awesome at attacking and earning trips to the foul line when he penetrates.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the East All-Stars.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
First one falls for him.
And guys, I think Jimmy Butler has all the tools you could want in a team.
Here's Flash. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Flash has got 33. Irving against Paul. Kicks it to Green. Over Anthony. And it's Green. From deep, and again another one in from Flash. Flash has got 36.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Now here's Leonard. Bank shot, no good.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Flash. The West All-Stars pull it in. We've got 28 seconds left here in the opening quarter. The shot by Butler, nobody around. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Are usually pretty easy in this one.
And here are the East All-Stars now. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns, Beal's shot is good.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. The killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at them. Show them you can shoot from outside all night long.
Here's Flash. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Flash has got 39.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
From 11 feet away, and off the front iron, and in it goes.
Oh, it's not easy trying to guard Leonard inside. I can tell you that, guys. I mean, he's so good at using his body to get shots up over the defense.
Here's Flash. He's got 39. No good on the shot.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Green, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Green's got his first 2 points. And here are the East All-Stars now. Here's Flash. He kicks to Anthony. Outside, Beal. Off target from three-point range. Guys, if they're going to make a run, no time like the present.
Yeah, and it's certainly, we had to expect a better game than this. Been very, ugly thus far.
Shot's good by Butler.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Now, here is Irving. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. And the East All-Stars making a change here. Love's checked in. Gobert's checked in for the West. Paul George comes in for Kawhi Leonard. They double-team Curry. Here's Towns. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Towns has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. It's a pick by Love. Beal from long range. Beal can't get that one to fall. Outside Butler. Outside Curry. A floater. He takes it up and lays it in. Curry's got 5.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week. You know, this just hasn't been his quarter. I mean, he doesn't seem to be comfortable at all, particularly shooting. I mean, he knows he's struggling right now.
And George kicks to Towns. Over Porzingis. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The East All-Stars on offense. A 12-point game. Here's Flash. He's got 39. Irving from long range. Second chance shot. And it's Love missing.
Loved how they guarded that layup. Didn't make it easy, which I think is why he missed it.
Butler passes to George. Towns a screen on Beal. Butler in the corner. It's deflected, and that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. And the East with some changes. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Bradley Beal. And John Wall subbed in for Kyrie Irving. The West also making some changes. Kevin Durant comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's James Harden in for Butler. It's Solomon Antetokounmpo. One-on-one fast break. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Harden. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
And, you know, Harden's exceptional, Kevin, at getting out on the break in transition. I mean, running exactly the right path and getting it done.
Now here's Wall. He's got 8. To Porzingis. Here's Flash, and the 3-ball is good. Flash has got 42 in the game.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Curry dishes to Harden. Gobert the screen. Shot from free throw range. Makes a big height bounce and goes in. That's 7 points for James Harden.
And this is why Harden is a top player, an elite player. I mean, somebody who effortlessly sinks shots over intense defense makes him special.
Here's Flash, and he has 42. Outside, George. Harden sets the pick for Curry. Gobert the screen. Durant for 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
And two teammates there hooking up on that bucket. Always a little bit of an advantage to have guys out there who know each other.
It sure is. I mean, it eliminates some of that getting to know you feeling out period.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Now here's Harden. He's got 7. And George kicks to Durant. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
From deep, and he nails the 3. Nice shot from beyond the arc there from Flash.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Curry kicks to Harden. Unloads from 9, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Harden's got 9.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Passes it to Flash. It's a pick by Love. Here's Flash. It's good from long range. Flash has got 48.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Curry can't get it to go. Curry's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Antetokounmpo kicks to Wall. Love. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. Mark, we've seen the bench celebration become almost an art form in the NBA over the past few seasons. Are you surprised this is a thing now?
Not at all. Again, when everything is captured and documented, and then you're going to have creativity and attention-grabbing celebration. So it's just part of the landscape.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
And you all may have heard this before, but I can't resist this fun fact about Kevin Love. His uncle was one of the founding members of the band The Beach Boys.
James checked in for Porzingis. Then for the West All-Stars, DeMarcus Cousins has checked in for Gobert. And it's Paul in for Steph Curry. Good on the second free throw. Paul with the ball. Outside, George. Dishes it to Harden. And there's the whistle. That goes on Flash. That's his first foul. Whiteside's checked in for Kevin Love. Here's Paul. The dish to Harden. Clock at 4. And here's the fast break. A pass to Wall, and the slam dunk by Wall.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Now here's Paul. At the top of the key, Cousins. And Whiteside sends it back.
And Whiteside takes great pride in rejecting shots. Outstanding at getting his arms up and denying shooters.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Perfect execution. That's how you take advantage of a transition opportunity.
Here's Paul. After the made shot from Flash, they set the screen. And here's Harden for 3. The shot, no good. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first. They're great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And the West All-Stars have possession. Cousins against Whiteside. Will it go? And stolen by Whiteside. Ball against Wall. Flash. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his 3rd assist on the night. Al Paul. And there's the feed to Durant. Screen by Cousins. Off the pick. And that one's good. Durant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, even though he's been on, they still are behind. I mean, there's only so much he can do.
Here's Flash. That one's not going to go. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. And here's George for 3. And the 3 ball is good. George has got 5.
There's not much a defender can do when George decides to go up with the pull-up. I mean, you got to respect both his shooting and his driving ability because of his speed on the dribble.
Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. Here's Cousins. And off the front iron, and in it goes. 8 points for him.
And with great players, you've got to pick your poison. You'll live with Cousins shooting from mid-range.
Flash passes to Whiteside. From deep 3-point range, and he gets it to go. No problem on the 3 from Flash. Flash has got 59 points. Paul kicks to Harden. Paul dishes to Harden. He feeds it to Durant. Screen by Cousins. Durant the pass to Cousins. It's good.
And Durant just great at picking apart the defense. When they leave one of his guys open, he is quick to get the ball to them.
Here's Flash. Non-stop scoring machine here. Antetokounmpo kicks to Wall. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Cousins. George with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. George dishes to Paul. Outside, George. Clock at 6. The West All-Stars need to get a shot off here. And it's Paul missing.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A+ defense.
And the rejection by James. Here's Flash. Here's Whiteside. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
And so it's the East All-Stars taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. We return to the NBA All-Star Game. One half is in the books, and the second half about to begin.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
We've got Wall. Kevin Love out there with LeBron James. Then there's Flash and Antetokounmpo in at the 3. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. The East All-Stars have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. That's good from Antetokounmpo.
You know, when it comes to versatility, the Greek freak, Giannis, is one of the very best in the league. I mean, his shooting, ball handling, and defense are really otherworldly.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. And here's Harden. All sorts of time. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. Love's got his 4th rebound in this one. The pass to Flash. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And the nice replay of the long-range three-pointer courtesy of Under Armour. The Unleash Chaos moment. Now here's Durant over James. Great D that time from James.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
And you know what, Greg? They are crushing it on both ends. I mean, in total control right now.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
From deep, and it goes through once again. Nice hit there from Flash.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots. You know, sometimes rest can do more harm than good. It certainly looks that way for them. They've been cold coming out and have yet to find the bottom of the net.
He dialed that one up from long distance. Flash has got 9 points now in just the second half. And so here are the West All-Stars. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Here's Curry with the 3. Again, Curry missing.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
But they recover it. Here's James. Durant with some nice D.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Harden gets the bucket.
Beautiful stroke on the 3 ball there. Harden is a lights-out shooter from behind the arc.
James against Durant. They set the pick. Flash. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Flash has got 12 points now in the quarter. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Rob, all by himself. Drops in the breakaway layup.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Harden the pass to Curry. From deep 3-point range, it's good. The time. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. From deep, and another. Once again, shot good from Flash.
You just don't realize how difficult it is to hit a shot that deep. And that was sweet.
Pass to Cousins. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And, you know, Cousins is a wrecking ball inside, guys. Effective at using his size to draw the contact close to the rim. He's a hard guy to defend.
The West All-Stars shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Two shots.
That free throw good from Cousins.
This is where we see Cousins a lot. He's always up there among the league leaders. And
There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter. From deep three-point range, they grab their own miss, and it's sent back by George.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
James kicks to Wall. Pick by Vucevic. Flash. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
They're up right now because he's been dominant on offense, and man, I like seeing him catch like this.
1:04 left to play in the third. Here's Harden with the putback, and Harden on the follow. Harden's got 16 points.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Pick by Vucevic. Flash misses. And so here are the West All-Stars. The 19-foot shot. And good as it rattles through the hoop. 18 points for James Harden.
Yeah, and he's connecting on a lot of his shots here, shooting a high percentage from the field, really giving his team a boost.
Outside, Wall. Pass to Flash. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Yeah, and Greg, you know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to shoot out this team.
Gobert, the screen. Curry. Oh, he hits it. How about that shot?
Big time, big time.
Incredible.
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
I don't know, but I think that's a 2% shot. He'd make 2 out of 100 of those if you gave them to him.
And so it's the East All-Stars, finishing the crop by a whopping 24 points. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a don't go anywhere. Welcome on back to our cup, the NBA game. Great night of basketball on case.
We're past basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
On the floor for the West All-Stars, Paul George is out there with Durant. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Harden in at the shooting guard position.
And not as many turnovers as we often give teams take care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I'm surprisingly very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, not so here.
George kicks for three. Durant rebound the East All-Stars. Flashes his sixth rebound of the night. Deep. No good. Go the other way with it. Durant with a swall. Free can't get to go.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Side of screen. Flash passes ball. They set the pick. Right side, a screen on Curry. James. It's hauled in by George. George got his first rebound of the night. Here's a shot. Good assist by George. 20 points, James Harden.
Easy to spy hard. An all-star has an ability to score in a hurry.
Right side of screen. Here's Wall, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And those.
Two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
And George kicks to Harden. Screen by Cousins. That's a floater go. And so he draws. Foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
It's always awesome to watch him do his thing. I mean, he's so good with the ball. Fantastic at going straight into the contact. That commands respect, who also happens to be a dominant scorer.
Good on both.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Now here's Curry. Harden outside. To the right side. 6 to shoot. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Flash. From deep three-point range, the long distance three is buried. Curry with it. Outside, George. Durant for three. Hassan White's got 4 rebounds in this game. Wall passes to Flash. From deep. The West All-Stars pull it in. Curry outside. East grabs the miss. On to Tacumbo's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Flash, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on George.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Clark, when you played, you were the classic power forward. Forwards now are asked to do so much in terms of skill set on the floor. Just how much has that forward position changed in the last few decades?
You know, in some ways, Kevin, it's become a little more specialized. I mean, you have wing players now that fall into that small forward category. But guys between 6'6" and 6'10" now are playing on the wing, which means you've got to be able to move your feet and defend. Versatile players at that position. You've got to be able to handle the ball and make plays ideally, get shots, score the ball, and rebound effectively. So that's always been, I thought, the 2 and 3 positions, which are wings now. Those positions are the
on a third here. Flash, an absolute bomb from 3-point range.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, they're dialed in, locked and loaded from outside the arc. It's all about the triple so far.
No good from Cousins. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Flash. They get it back.
Oh, I like the activity of Drummond on the glass. I mean, he's so big and active. Excellent timing and hands, always pounding and grinding for offensive rebounds.
Lillard outside. He dishes it to Cousins. Outside Durant. More and more we see coaches resting players to keep them from getting overworked. The benefits, Clark, are clear for the players, but is it something that is getting overused?
I don't know if overused is the right word, Kevin. I don't like to see it as much because I think there are other ways you can rest players. Games can be part of your strategy, but how practices being more a part of how you rest out for reason and for good reason. Viewing public and you're paying patrons to just arbitrarily do it. I understand it, but I think there's a balancing act that getting here as disruptive to the fans as it was this past season.
The three from Harden. Rebounded by Flash. Flash has got his 8th rebound here tonight. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? What? How hard? Outside. 6 to shoot. By Shea. Make it another 9.
And even when Tim and Cousins is warded, he still gets foot hand.
A lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotation.
Feeds it to Durant. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Sit back and enjoy watching him operate, and that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Flash misses.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity. Perfect. I think it just speaks to the versatility of a player. Guy has forward side, but point guard skills. Team more difficult to defend because he can start offense not just for himself but for his team, and that puts your defense in a little bit of quandary as to how you're going to deal with that kind of versatility in terms of scoring and playmaking.
The East making a wish. Vucevic is checked in. Lillard with the bucket.
I tell you what, it's almost stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seed.
Vucevic, he rifled that one in first time.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
As now that they're rolling out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny the.
And she's good.
Yeah, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his teammates' ball.
Picked by Vucevic. Here's Flash. That 3 off the mark.
And he did. Punished them with the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue.
Out of bounds. They say it was last for Vucevic. Rejected for the East. Lillard with no one around. No good on the quick feed. Lillard's got 1 3-pointer time, 4 tries. They again, tries again. In deep, Drummond drops in. Drummond's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you know, Drummond is
That's points for Damian Lillard.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Whelan from way outside.
This final period, they're putting up a ton of shots from deep. Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
And Flash gets it to go.
Another one. Man, he's just got a great rhythm.
And I tell you what, Greg, once he finds that rhythm, he's hard to guard. Shots come easy for him.
No problems knocking that one down. 16 points for Butler.
And, you know, that's Butler's bread and butter now. I mean, a superb mid-range shooter. The defense has to be better.
Takes the three. Sticks another. 3 more from Flash.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Well, you know what, Greg? To me, it looks like they packed it in and just kind of given up.
Textbook. Nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
For the three, buries the long-range jumper.
Yep, he's their leading scorer, Kevin, in this game, and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
Lillard dishes to Gobert. Back to Lillard. Floats one up. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Drummond. Green's gotten just one of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Here's Flash from beyond the arc and then some.
Still attacking. On this. Coming down the stretch.
He now took a pass. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
That shot, no good. Now the West All-Stars the other way. 40 seconds left in the game. Lillard over. Kicks it out to Lillard. Kyrie Irving, and they're moving it up. Great D that time from Leonard.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Here's Butler. And the wing jumper offline.
And that's the shot
They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but shot.
So it's the East are winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the World Pound NBA.
Better every day, Greg, huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining and watching.